Yes, yes. Well, and that's the question I have. I want to pose to you, Dua. When was that scenario that we couldn't choose God that you think happened? That now that we do have the agency to choose,
Yes.
is it because
It's I'm just going to jump into it because it's some
okay?
people may think it's controversial, right? When Adam and Eve ate of the fruit and disobeyed God, they could no longer be in his presence. They could no longer, once that punishment is dealt to them on their own, they cannot choose God. Meaning, I choose to be with God, because the consequence of eating of the fruit was you cannot be with me. You die spiritually, and spiritual death is not having access to God.
Mm,
So could Adam and Eve still choose to do a billion other things? Yeah. And if they were obedient from that moment forward, they still wouldn't be able to choose God, because that was the punishment. This is where the Savior comes in. So in a sense, Adam and Eve's agency was shrunk. The moment they ate of the fruit, they couldn't choose God. Then we'll, if does that answer your question? That's what I've
yeah.
identified. And it's taken me a very long time to identify it. That's why it's no longer free agency, because who is the one that empowers you to choose God again? It's Jesus. And
Yes.
Jesus gives you that power to choose, not for free, because what did Jesus have to do?
Have to die.
There we go. So that's why referring to it as free agency is incorrect. It came with a price, and the agency was to choose God the Father. And we choose God the Father by choosing Jesus. And by choosing Jesus, Jesus takes us back to God the Father.
Mm,
That is the
yeah.
sequence of the empowerment. So that's what he's talking about. What
Okay.
he's talking about is the agency that you have now that was given to you is to choose God, because you didn't have that. There was a point where you didn't have it, and we all don't have it because we're all fallen. The scriptures are very clear. All of us are fallen and fall short of the glory of God. We cannot on our own choose God.